don't think that'd work out so well.
No. They're all going to be crying, and they'll probably be pissing in your car on the way home. And no, I heard it's
not my car.
I heard it's pretty brutal, but
fuck that. Put them on the rooftop.
I've seen early reviews on it. They're like, they pretty much said like, if you like Terrifier, you're going to love this. It doesn't really expand too much more on the lore or the story, but this is what it is.
I don't want them to. When they tried it ended horribly in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, just make it what it is. Just fucking make it.
Well, you got to do something with it, or else it's going to get stale.
I don't need to see any more warrior princesses.
Jason.
No, they did expand on the lore, and every time they did it made less sense.
Because they kept like revamping it.
No, they tried to expand, and every time they tried to expand, it made it less
I didn't want the lore shit. I just wanted fucking brutal kills. That's all I wanted. That's what I enjoyed about Jason shit. Sucks. I enjoyed the fucking brutal kills. That's what I enjoyed about Jason movies. Seriously, that's all I enjoy.
They can do it right, that's fine. But last time they did it, there was warrior princesses and like dream.
I don't even think that they expand on that.
And
yeah.
It made no sense, and I just don't want him to do it.
Make any sense.
And some little girl that he killed that was somehow his best friend.
I don't know.
Let's just not.
Right?
Let's just not.
Well, they've already confirmed Terrifier 4, so
that's fine. They can keep going. I just don't want them to expand on the lore anymore.
Maybe they'll do every other with
just
the
make it what it is.
I think this director should go on to do other things.
That's
like,
fair.
Wrap
too.
this up and go do something else. Like you don't need to continue doing.
Let's keep it a trilogy because I like trilogies, but don't run it into the ground. Like art's good, but can we just let him be good and roll on?
Right.
Maybe
I agree. Like I think they should have wrapped everything up in a nice little bow for the third one, and then like, all right, that's it. That's enough.
Yeah.
You know.
Just let him like walk away with his little sack of shit, and just like where did Art go? Who knows? He's out there killing people somewhere.
Maybe one day he'll decide to come back.
Let
to
Art be the serial killer he is.
And leave it
like maybe in another one of his movies, you see him in the background somewhere. Like we can know that Art lived on, but we don't need to see it.
Yep.
I guess
I agree.
He's out there.
Yeah, he's out there. We know he's out there. We don't need to see it
like on a TV or something.
Yeah. You see it on the news. Little homages from time to time in his movies, maybe, but we don't need to see it front and center.
Some like little news clip, and you just see him in the background with his little horn, walks off.
Yeah.
Call us. We'll write it for you, I guess.
Yeah.
We should put a mock-up number at the bottom every time we have a new idea. Just a number at the bottom.
555-0022.
No, just 555 bonsai.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Welcome back. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Welcome back.
Wow.
You're gonna give us a little guitar riff and everything.
Look at that.
You like that? Everything down there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you like
Look at that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at him getting
Saving
all high
me on
tech.
some editing, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Now all I gotta do is press a button. Bam, there it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, watch. I'll do it again.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That means
Ooh,
follow
Where's my
for
buttons?
y'all who can't read.
Just letting everybody know, like, hey, I can just hit
That's
that
the
button.
socials, by the way.
Yeah, that's the socials, by the way. Just here, let me show you again. Just go ahead and see that little guitar riff. You hear that?
Mm-hmm. Eric's pissed. He's out of a job.
Does that thing work?
What? No.
Try it. What do you?
That's no.
Put that cookie down.
No.
Oh, there's a lag.
You fucked me.
Say it should work, motherfucker. You better work.
You took away my whole job.
I went through and checked every. Yeah, I did. I took away all your bump. But who cares? I mean,
yeah. See, my bumps are gone.
Scusi.
All my shit.
No, it worked. It just took a second.
There's just a lag now, so you better anticipate what people are gonna say. Like a good 5 seconds.
I don't give a fuck,
Keisha.
Yeah, that one.
I got the one.
Scusi.
Just take a second.
It's a fucking lag.
There's a lag in that shit. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm doing my best over here.
You're gonna have to anticipate what people are gonna say from now on.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, man.
Well, normally whenever he uses that button, the conversation goes on for a good minute. So
yeah.
I'll be like, shut up for a second. Okay, now go.
That would have worked if there wasn't a lag.
I'm thinking about doing away with what everybody's been watching every week because
that's fine.
I don't really care.
I don't think
either way.
anybody gives a shit.
I watched Paul. There you go.
Yeah,
That's why I watched.
see, I watched the movies I watched like 5 new fucking movies this week, so I don't even have a bump for them or anything because I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore because I feel like it takes forever to get through, and I feel like the internet stuff or the trailers or something like that would be more fun to do.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean,
They don't give a fuck.
yeah, they're not going to be
watched.
like, what the
They don't
fuck?
care.
Yeah.
They don't care. I can tell you right now, I watched Trap, Last Straw, the fuck else did I watch? It's Trap, Last Straw, some other new one that I can't remember. Oh yeah, that Cuckoo, which wasn't good. Had Dan Stevens in it.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
The only reason I knew it was coming is because I knew you pressed the button.
Yeah,
And then there was some fucking lag.
don't
we
know
just
if
had a
Cuckoo-
second delay right
Yeah.
I
there.
don't know what Cuckoo is.
It's got Dan Stevens in it. It got really good reviews, but I watched it and me and Crystal were really fucking bored. Last Straw was okay, I guess. The main protagonist was a cunt. I didn't like her. And then we watched Trap, which is the worst M. Night Shyamalan movie I've seen yet. Well,
Okay, but do you agree with me though that like if they had taken the beginning premise, like how you got, like okay, if you take him out of that whole concert thing, right? Like they were gonna trap him in this concert. That's stupid as fuck.
it is the dumbest idea.
Like I thought when they did the trailer, I thought, okay, I'm intrigued with that.
yeah,
I thought they're gonna have something bigger there. There's something
I thought so
there.
too.
And I thought, okay, they're
There
gonna do
wasn't.
something with that. There wasn't.
Hmm.
And like if they had taken that and you got to meet him in another way,
Yeah.
and there was something else there, that would have been amazing. That
The
would have
movie
been a
was
really
not
good movie.
interesting in any way. Didn't do anything new. Was boring. It was him simply going around this
If you, but
trying
once
to
you got
find
him
an elaborate
out,
way out. Which you know what I mean.
but
Like,
once
come
you
on.
got him out of that, you got to his house and you had all of that stuff going on. It got kind of
It
interesting.
got
at
kind
that
of
point.
interesting for a minute. And
Yeah.
I'm like, but then like,
And
even
then it
the
fell flat again.
yeah, it got flat again. It just it
Mhm.
wasn't good. I mean, she was right. Josh Hartnett was the best part of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Shoehorning his daughter in there as this big musician and stuff was fucking retarded. I didn't care for it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then we watched another fucking movie.
It was like a platform to get his daughter like
That's
out
what it
there
felt
musically.
like. Yeah, that's what it felt like, and I didn't care.
It was.
I watched-
It was like a movie. A movie
Oh, we
to
watched
give her
we
a
watched The
concert.
Crow. We did watch The
Oh,
Crow,
okay.
and I actually enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I enjoyed the movie.
Dude, that guy with the whole demon thing, that was stupid as fuck.
Okay, that part I didn't care for as much.
And I didn't
Yeah.
care at all for them.
I didn't mind them as much. Like they didn't bother me. Bill Skarsgård did great.
He
I thought
does,
the
but-
gore shit was awesome. The blood was a little too CG.
Okay, but
for me,
him being the crow and then not being the crow and then being the crow again. That was stupid as shit.
that was dumb that they took his power. But I like the movie. I like the lore. I like that they gave it some lore, some more of that. And I like that, like that sort of purgatory world that they were in.
The Purgatory World.
I think that aesthetically,
I told you the look of the movie wasn't bad.
yeah.
the
Oh
look of
yeah,
the
it looked
movie was
great.
fine.
It really did. It looked great. And I think that, and the music was awesome. I thought it had a great soundtrack and some great music in it. So I enjoyed it. Crystal really liked it.
I'm
so
sorry.
So yeah, everybody's got their taste, man. But we really enjoyed it.
Did you see that TikTok I sent you that broke it down?
You have to resend it to me or something. Did you? Oh, is it on TikTok?
Yeah,
I don't ever check my messages hardly.
you should.
I know I
because
need
I send
to.
you some really funny shit sometimes.
Every once in a while, I'll go back through everybody's shit who sent me something, and I'll like click through it all. And
I gave up.
yeah. Anyway, did anybody watch anything new? We can say that.
New?
New, yeah, new.
Nah.
Nothing they hadn't seen before.
I watched a shit ton of those
Yeah,
Amityville
yeah.
movies.
Like I
Yeah,
said, I watched Paul.
Sorry,
I know. I'm really sorry myself. Honestly, like
are you bored?
I'm putting myself through the ringer.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like there was a couple of times that I was like, why am I doing this? Seriously,
Makes sense.
it's not good. There you go.
I was thinking we remake The Crow, the cult classic movie that's irrevocably tied to the tragic passing of Brandon Lee. Yeah, that one. Let's remake that one. Is that really necessary? Yes. Yes. Oh my God, well that means we have to do it. That is what that word means, yeah. Alright, so tell me about this thing. Our hands are tied, we gotta. Well, we're gonna meet this girl Shelly, right? And she's being chased by some bad guys. That's the worst kind of guys. Why are they after her? Because her friend sent her an incriminating video of this crime boss Vincent they both know. Okay, but before they can get her, she smartly gets herself arrested for drug possession. Brilliant move. Does she tell the cops she's being chased? Nope. Brilliant move. So she gets sent to this co-ed prison rehab style place where she meets the main character, Eric, who absolutely sucks, and they seem to kind of like each other. But then the bad guys show up, so he shows her how to escape this place. He just knows how to leave? He does, yes. So then they just hang out and fall in love. Like in another city or something? No, just at an apartment in town she stays at sometimes. Are they actively being pursued by people trying to murder her? Yes, so they have a nice weekend together, going to parties.
Why are they
hanging
going
out,
back to where
doing
they just came
drugs.
from?
Okay, but then somehow the bad guys find them. Yeah, that makes sense. And they freaking kill them. Fatally? Kind of. Eric gets sent to this weird purgatory and Shelly gets sent to hell. Sending Shelly to hell is tight. Okay, and so
Sending
Eric
Shelley
finds
to
out that
hell
their
is
love was so
tight.
powerful, deep, and pure that it transcended the traditional rules of death. Oh, wow, that was some weekend they spent together. The best weekend. So he'll get sent back to Earth as the Crow, and if he manages to kill the people responsible for the injustice of killing them, Shelly will come back to life. Wow, so what are we, like 15 minutes into the movie? We're like 45, 50? Oh my God, what? Yeah, well, we gotta spend a ton of time on the relationship stuff. Well, if that's how long we need to convince people that these two are in love. Oh, that's kind of a lot of pressure. I didn't say it was gonna be convincing. Oh, okay, so anyway, it's Crow time now? He's the Crow? Oh yeah, you know it, sir. Well, sort of. What? Well, he has the power to heal himself, but if he doubts their love, he'll lose the power. All right. And so he's hesitating a bit, you know? He's not sure about this whole thing. If he's hesitating, isn't that doubt? Hey, shut up. So then he kills a couple of bad guys and gets some clues about where the big bad guy is. What kind of clues are we talking? Well, he finds one of their cell phones and gets some info, and later he finds one of their cell phones and gets some info. Should we mix that up a bit? No, just cell phone clues. Oh, all right. And eventually he sees that video, and it's a video of Shelly killing someone while being mind controlled by Vincent. Oh, he has powers. Yeah, he made a deal with the devil so that when he gives innocent souls to the devil, he gets to live. And then also, he could do mind control, and he could turn people's eyes wide, and he frowns. He's good at frowning. Great antagonist. And so now that Eric saw that video of Shelly killing someone, he's not so sure he loves her anymore. Didn't he just kill multiple people? He's just not sure anymore, and since that was the condition of his powers, he dies and goes back to purgatory. Oh, it's gonna be tough to get back to the world of the living if he messed up the one requirement for being there. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, he tells the freaking guy living in purgatory that he'll give up his soul for hers. Oh, so he's 100% sure about the love now? Oh yeah, sure as can be. What's changed since the last scene? Well, we're in a different scene now. That's a good point. So he gets sent back to Earth and he's gonna become the Crow. I thought he was already the Crow. Yeah, but like for real this time. And there's like 20 minutes left in the movie, so it's gonna be good. Oh, gotcha. So he goes to this opera house where Vincent is and absolutely slaughters a bunch of bodyguards, just kills them real good. He's supposed to be killing the people that killed him and his girlfriend, right? Are these people involved in that? Doesn't matter. They're dead. Kinda matters. Nope. Fair enough. And he chops a couple heads off and goes on the opera house
I didn't even think
stage
about
and
that
throws
part.
the
I
heads
did.
into
I was
the
thinking it
audience
the
and
whole time I
everybody
was watching.
I
screams.
did.
Is that an
Why is he
audience
killing
full
all
of
these
bad
innocent
guys?
people?
Well, no, it's an audience. So he just fully traumatized a room full of mostly innocent people. He does, so that's pretty cool, I guess. So then he finally gets to Vincent and manages to bring him down to purgatory and send him to hell and save Shelly. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. Yeah, and so now that she's saved, she wakes up at the moment they both died, but she's alive and Eric is dead. Wait, back to the moment they died? Does that mean that none of it happened? Unclear. Bringing her back to that point kind of makes it seem like none of that stuff happened and the bad guys are still out there looking for her. There's just no way to know what I meant by this.
That was probably my biggest
So what do you
problem with it,
think?
but I didn't
It
want to say
sounds like a
anything
remake
because
nobody
nobody had seen
wanted
it
or
yet.
asked for, but you said we gotta do it, so.
Yeah. Like when they woke up at
I'm
the
not
very
saying
end.
that there's no glaring problems with the movie.
Look, when they woke up at the end, I was like, I went through
no,
that for
she
nothing.
woke up at the end. Not
Well,
him.
yeah, when they were like when that happened, I was like, that. So I went through that for nothing.
I think it would have been just better to see them both existing in the afterlife together. I think that would have been a good conclusion.
I think what they were trying to go for was the first one's a tragedy, right? It's like a Romeo and Juliet tragedy. And their tragedy in this one was that he'll never get to see her again. Except they messed up their own tragedy because he was like, when I see her again. Well, I thought you weren't going to get to see her again.
I thought you were going to hell.
Well, I don't understand what the fuck you guys are trying to do here. I just don't understand. I hated it.
It's a little convoluted.
I hated it.
Anyway, let's move on. We start talking like those guys from the TikTok now. Anyway, let's move on.
We're into another scene now.
Yeah. Fuck, what was it talking about?
We're gonna do away with watching.
I got some internet stuff here. Well, actually, they're trailers. We're watching some trailers today, boys and girls. A few. I got a movie called Sinners. Then the Thunderbolts trailer. 'Cause I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. Which I know Karen doesn't give a shit because she's not a Marvel fan.
Yeah, she does. She's all in the Marvel stuff. You know that.
Oh yeah, big fan.
And then the new trailer for Salem's Lot. So we're gonna watch the Sinners one because this one actually just came out today. Looks pretty cool. It's got Michael B. Jordan in it.
I like him.
He just don't look right with a gun.
I've been all over this world.
That's one handsome motherfucker.
I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Love you, brother. Be careful. I will. With all the things that I seen, I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now. To get back inside.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Let me in, man. Some weird shit going on out here. You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
Huge fucking muscle.
Yeah, why does he need a gun? Just punch him.
I don't know.
He's already got two.
That didn't do a very good job of giving you any kind of indication.
It really
of what
did. I don't know. I know it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it's about.
Voodoo.
Maybe. They talked like there's demons.
It's Old South. There's
It sounds like
definitely
from
it
New
looks
Orleans, kind of.
Yeah,
Maybe,
you definitely.
yeah.
I was gonna say it gives that
But it's
Old
also
South.
it's also they're saying
vibe.
demons too, so I don't know. They're talking about the devil. So maybe we're getting like Demon Night in the Old South.
I don't think I'm not getting that vibe at all.
I know it was a joke.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I didn't see the Crypt Keeper though. That's the dead giveaway.
All right, well, let's watch the Thunderbolts trailer now.
Sure.
It actually looks kind of good, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Please leave on porch. Your subordinates will be reported to DoorDash HQ.
Alexi, it's me. Open up.
Milena?
David Harbour. and everything.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about the wait. It was an important call. Highly classified. Lot of work. Many irons in fire.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so full. So filled. But why do you ask this? What brings you here?
There is something wrong with me. In emptiness. I'm just drifting,
So I gotta
and
say,
I don't have purpose.
she was the best part
I
of
thought
the
throwing myself into
Black
work
Widow
was the
movie.
answer.
Black Widow movie. Sure, hands down. Did you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier show? No, that's what
I'm aware of it.
I haven't seen Black Widow show.
Oh, no.
the only one I
Who are
have.
you?
There's a couple of them I
Bob.
haven't seen, but
Who sent you, Bob?
Nobody. Were you all sent?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Robbing government labs. Contract kills.
Yeah, so?
So, someone wants us gone. What the hell?
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
What's the plan?
This could get messy.
But eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys and there are worse guys and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
you don't like that
Don't worry, she's bulletproof.
I'm just over it.
Bulletproof
guy. Some of them are good. The more obscure ones.
Yeah, the more obscure ones I can get behind. I could probably watch this, but
That's not good.
I have to watch the TV show and stuff too because I don't know who half of these
There's
people
no
are.
TV show for this one.
I thought you said that there was the Falcon show.
No,
with the-
yeah, the Falcon Winter Soldier and that, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But you don't have to. They don't. I doubt that there's anything to do with this movie. It just has those characters in it. But this one looks awesome.
I've seen this trailer.
Shh. We're trying to watch the trailer.
Where are you? You posted this, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, so I watched it.
Shh. Trying to watch the trailer.
and so.
Shh. Shh. Trying
This
to
town
watch
is
the
dying.
movie trailer.
Movie?
Because something terrible was
Yeah.
born.
Your fingers are being loud. Quiet.
Something between Huey Marston.
That guy was just in the Thunderbolts
In that
movie
house.
trailer we just watched.
Yeah, he was Bob.
I don't know his name, but he's the son of some famous actor. Are you flipping me off?
Sitting there watching our trailer.
Got a whole bag of shit with your name on it.
Where's the body?
I've never seen the original.
do they?
If I'm being
I
honest.
have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
This does.
Can you make me watch the sales plot? I watched it or not.
He's not just a killer, is he?
No.
From what I can remember, it was shot for shot.
I can't remember if I watched it.
He's a monster.
I'm willing to check it out.
I can tell you, it looks really good. The one thing I can remember about the first one is how creepy the vampires were.
Right.
Yeah.
Those eyes and stuff some of the creepiness factor from the first one was really good. So if they can keep that up, then
I'll have to see the trailer in the first one to refresh.
you don't remember
my
that
memory.
kid floating outside the window? That was nightmare inducing.
Lost Boys?
No.
No. That's,
What do you think, Madison?
There was a kid floating outside of the window in Lost
know.
Boys.
I'd have
Yeah,
to. I'd have
Michael
to
was.
see a trailer or something from.
He's floating
that one.
outside the window of his little brother's window.
No, the only one I'm thinking of for
He's
that
like,
is
you're
Buffy's.
flying, Mikey, you're flying. And he's outside the window.
I don't remember that.
No, the only thing I'm thinking of that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I remember that in Buffy, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, that one too. But
You're floating, come on.
you're floating, man. What are you looking up?
The kid in Salem's Lot in the original.
She's going to show me a clip to see if it refreshes my memory.
That's nightmare inducing. Like
somewhat.
Because he comes out of the fog and you don't know he's like coming, I guess, or whatever. That's the thing I remember when I was a kid watching it. It was like you were just sitting there and you see like this window in the fog, and then all of a sudden this kid comes out of the fog and you're like, nope, don't open the window. Just don't.
Vaguely. Not really.
Oh.
Vaguely.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
A kid just shows up and you're like, no? How about you just don't open that window?
Right. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on. Check this out. You like that? Pretty impressive, huh?
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. No more of the editing in segues or bumps or nothing. It's just boom. There it is.
Boom.
No,
it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's fan-fucking-tastic.
I'm getting good at this stuff, man.
Yeah.
I guess Madison's going to read it. Can anybody guess who it is?
Guillermo Del Toro?
Boom. How'd you know? Look at that. Boom.
I guessed with... Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? I was unprepared. I didn't even have any of my shit open.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Opening the spreadsheet. So I can put his name on
I gotcha, yeah. That is a hard name to spell, by the way.
2 L's.
There is 2 L's.
I know. I'm saying there's 2 L's.
Oh, I was going to say, did I spell it wrong?
No.
You made him have a double take.
He's like, what the fuck? I know I spelled it right, damn it.
Exactly.
I spent time on this shit.
Oh, I did spend time on this shit.
You
Dude,
did.
you don't understand, though. Getting those bumps and shit done, that saves me so much editing time. Because there's no more writing down, there's no more writing down the fucking timestamps and finding those timestamps in the video and all that stuff and then putting those in. It's just press the button, it's done. It's done. We're there, baby. We're there.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Clipped in.
Easier. And there's no going to black or anything. It just pops
Bam.
up on the screen. It's nice. It's almost making us look professional. Like
Almost.
we don't do this out of my basement.
Almost.
Yeah.
You're talking about this is a basement?
Huh?
Doesn't look like a basement.
This isn't a basement. This is a studio.
Mm-hmm. You're damn right.
A very expensive, high-tech studio.
That we bought a warehouse for.
No. We rent the studio
Sure.
for a lot of money. We put a lot of money into this.
Because we have a lot of money.
Yeah, we asked for the block walls and stuff. Like
We
asked for
painted
that
the block
look.
walls, actually.
Yeah, we actually these aren't.
Painstakingly.
Yeah, see, this is actually really smooth right here. These actually aren't block wall lines. Yeah, we're lying. Anyway, Madison's going to read the creator profile this week.
We drew him in.
Huh?
I said we drew him in.
Yeah, we drew him in.
A little bit of pencil shading never hurt anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. We like the aesthetics.
How do you pronounce his name?
Guillermo Del Toro.
Guillermo Del Toro. Sorry. Feature filmmaker Guillermo Del Toro was born on October 9th, 1964 in Guadalajara.
Oh my god, dude.
She went straight robot.
Are you alive?
A robot.
Are you alive? Do you need somebody else to read that
Go
shit?
ahead.
God damn, she's over here reading like she ain't got no enthusiasm at all.
Robot
Do you want me to
voice.
read it?
Sure. We'll let Karen read it. Madison's all butthurt now.
Don't feel bad,
you
Madison.
can read the movie maybe if you put some life into it.
I had life. I was just doing it sarcastically because Dad told me to speak up.
He took away my jobs too.
Took away your jobs, man. I'm just making your jobs easier.
Took away your job.
I don't think my job could get any easier.
Do you want the social media?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I don't.
Oh
want
shit!
social.
Hold on, we lost Guillermo. Whoop, there he is.
Fuck
That was my
the
bad,
social
guys.
social shit.
Future filmmaker Guillermo Del Toro was born on October 9th, 1964 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Having a taste for the macabre at an early age, Del Toro decorated his family home with decidedly spooky elements. He started creating shorts in high school and later attended the film school Centro de Investigación de Estudios Cinematográficos in...
Yeah, there's probably gonna be some hard shit to pronounce in there.
Well, I'm pretty good at Spanish, but I'm a little rusty. In the mid-1980s, he created his own effects company, Necropia, geared towards the Mexican film market.
Too bad we didn't have somebody who was part Mexican to read it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't even let me get 2 sentences in, though.
Because you're like, Guillermo Del Toro, blah, blah, blah. And then
Not
you're sitting
even 2
back here.
sentences. I was up here like this. I was not even leaning back.
Are you complaining?
Are you complaining? You're complaining.
We'll let you read the movie.
He just asked me if I was complaining while he complained.
Haunting early films.
Are you happy?
Del
You're gonna
Toro
fuck
made
me
his
up.
feature debut in 1993 with the Spanish-English film Kronos. An antique shopkeeper, after discovering a gilded device, begins to undergo a startling form of vampiric transformation, with his granddaughter witnessing the change. The film, which co-stars Ron Perlman, an eventual regular collaborator with the director, won an array of honors, including 8 Ariel Awards from the Mexican Academy of Film. Del Toro followed up with this work with Mimic, a 1997 Miramax production which starred Mia Sorvino and Josh Brolin in a tale of gargantuan bugs running amok in New York City.
Amok.
The project soured Del Toro a bit on working in the confines of Hollywood, and for his next feature, he turned towards Spanish history. The Devil's Backbone. Co-produced by fellow filmmaker Pedro Almodovar, is a serious, stark tale focusing on a group of children struggling to survive at a haunted orphanage during the Spanish Civil War. Comic book fare. Blade 2 and Hellboy. The world of horror continued to call Del Toro in his next directing venture. Through the format was the comic book world and also involved a return to vampires. Del Toro was at the helm of Blade 2, starring Wesley Snipes as the famed vampire hunter in a gory, stylized action caper that grossed more than $150 million worldwide. Next up came another comic book adaptation, Hellboy, with Perlman cast as the brawny, demonic titular character in an outing that was both action caper and comedy vehicle. This dynamic was also seen with the 2008 sequel, Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Global acclaim for Pan's Labyrinth. Del Toro returned to Spain and the country's post-Civil War era for his 2006 feature-length film, Pan's Labyrinth, the story of a girl forced to live with a fascist stepfather who retreats into a magical, frightening world where she's revealed to be a princess, with a blurring of what might be a reality versus an imaginary escape from trauma. Having earned more than $80 million worldwide, Pan's Labyrinth also became one of the top-grossing foreign releases in the United States. The work was also a critical smash, ending up on many reviewers' year-end lists and receiving an Oscar nomination for Best Foreign Language Film. It received 5 Oscar nods as well, winning for art direction, cinematography, and makeup. Common motifs and Crimson Peak. Del Toro's films are known for the detailed attention paid to creatures of a variety of persuasions, from the creepy humanoid faun played by Doug Jones in Pan's Labyrinth to a haughty ectoplasm team leader voiced by Seth MacFarlane in Hellboy 2. While having a bit of an eye for robots and mechanical warfare in Hellboy 2, Del Toro brought the idea to full combination Pacific Rim, starring Idris Elba and Charlie Hunnam, a big-budget outing that saw humongous mechanical warriors battling similarly gargantuan alien monsters. In fall of 2015, Del Toro returned to the world of artful horror with Crimson Peak, featuring Jessica Chastain and Tom Hiddleston in a story about a house that has a memory and induces terror. Del Toro co-founded the visual effects company Murata in 2010. He had also been initially chosen to direct the film adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, but after almost 2 years of preparation, he announced in 2012 that he would be leaving the production, with Peter Jackson taking over. Award-winning The Shape of Water. In 2017, Del Toro turned in one of the signature works of his career, The Shape of Water, a sci-fi romance about a mute janitor who falls in love with a man-fish hybrid held at a government lab. The Shape of Water claimed the top prize at the Venice Film Festival and led the pack with 7 nominations for the year's Golden Globes, producing a win for Del Toro in the category of Best Director. When the orchestra music began playing during his acceptance speech, Del Toro pleaded for more time to celebrate the first Golden Globe award of his career. "It's taken 25 years," he said. Give me a minute. There was more to come for the director as The Shape of Water racked up a whopping 13 nominations ahead of the 2018 Academy Awards. During the March 4th telecast, the film won claimed 4 Oscar wins, including 2 of the top prizes of the night for Best Director and Best Picture. Sounding a political note in his acceptance speech for Best Director, Del Toro noted that he is an immigrant and celebrated the power of cinema for enabling people of all races and backgrounds to present stories with universal appeal. I think the greatest thing that our art does and our industry does is erase the lines in the sand, he said. We should continue doing that when the world tells us to make it deeper. Personal and other projects. Guillermo Del Toro married Lorenza Newton in 1986, with the couple going on to have two daughters. In 1998, the director faced a major crisis when his father was kidnapped and held captive for more than 2 months.
I didn't know that.
Holy shit. Wow, that's way out of left field. Del Toro was able to pay the ransom and then moved his family to America. Wow. In March 2018, organizers of
That's crazy.
Guadalajara International Film Festival announced the creation of the Jenkins Del Toro International Film Scholarship, a $60,000 annual award for a promising Mexican filmmaker to study abroad at a renowned film institute. If we change a life, if we change a history, we change a generation, said the Oscar-winning director. Around that time, Del Toro revealed that his At Home with Monsters exhibit, which features drawing, paintings, sculptures, and concept pieces from his own movies, would soon make the rounds in museums across Guadalajara and Mexico City. The exhibit had previously enjoyed a run at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. In April, Fox Searchlight Pictures announced they reached an agreement with Del Toro to finance, market, and distribute all live-action features to be written, produced, and or directed by the filmmaker. As part of the deal, the studio said it would create a new division specifically dedicated to projects in the horror, sci-fi, and fantasy genres. For the longest time, I've hoped to find an environment in which I could distribute, nurture, and produce new voices and smart, inventive genre films and channel my own, Del Toro said. In Fox Searchlight, I found a real home for live-action production, a partnership based on hard work, understanding of each other, and above all, faith.
Alrighty. Favorite Guillermo del Toro movies? Madison, go.
I don't know if I'd say any other than this one.
Hellboy. Blade 2.
Is that the one with... no, never seen Blade.
Okay, so Pacific Rim.
Nope.
Crimson Peak.
Mm.
You'd probably like Crimson Peak, actually. Yeah, I don't think this is the only movie you've probably ever seen of his. They're all mostly horror and shit like that. You've never seen any of these.
Seen The Simpsons.
He directed an episode of The Simpsons.
I don't know if I've seen the episode, though. So.
Mimic?
Nope.
Okay, well, Madison doesn't have a favorite. I guess it would be this one, since it's the only one you've seen.
I guess so.
I think for me, it would have to be... I don't know. The Strain is really good. And this movie is awesome. And so is Mimic. He's got a lot of good movies, actually. Blade 2 kind of sucked.
The Hobbit on it, and then what was it?
I think those he produced those. I don't think he directed them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's got some screenplay credits and shit like that. Like Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is a really good one. But I'm gonna say this one is The Shape of Water is probably my favorite.
Your favorite?
Probably, yeah. The Shape of Water or Hellboy.
Can he just be a part of it? Does he have to be?
I'd say writer, director, producer, whatever. He's a creator, so.
The Orphanage. He's an executive producer.
The Orphanage?
I like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a good twist to it. I liked it.
Okay. What about you, Eric?
Honestly, Blade
Crimson
2
Peak was good. But...
Blade 2?
Yeah. I like Blade 2.
Karen, guess what?
I like Blade 2 more than Blade 3.
Well, yeah, definitely.
What?
Guess what I found in the yearbook?
Yeah.
Huh.
Look at your sister.
Not more than Blade. Oh, yeah. That's her Shanae page.
I also found Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Jess, right?
Wait, go back. Who was that?
Underwear.
Oh.
Don't look at mine.
And yes, that was Jess. Yep, that's Jess.
Mine's in 2008.
Oh. I also couldn't find any past... That's Mr. Whitman now.
You're getting old.
Yeah, he's old.
I told Madison about your crush on Mr. Whitman back in high school.
Every girl had crushes on Mr. Whitman.
She had a thing for Mr. Whitman back in high school.
I liked his class.
Even girls in my
she used to talk about how smart he was and how cool he was. I was like, he's a fucking douchebag, is what he is.
Girls in my grade had crushes on him.
Karen's like, fuck you. Okay. Madison, she brought it up.
I don't remember that at all, but sure.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on. Did you guys get all your favorites in? Favorites?
Yeah.
Favorites? Yeah. All right. Well, man, you guys are really being downers today.
No, I mean...
It's raining.
That's... Crimson Peak was good, but it's not great.
I mean, I understand why Eric is. I took his job away, so...
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, for him, like, there's not... I mean, he's good, but, like...
I've always liked
Crimson
Blade
Peak was
movies.
Okay. It's not.
I like his style of directing and shit. So.
I do. I like his style of directing, but they're not like as far as like his movies. There's not anything that I can say that I've loved.
I'm just saying I've always liked the Blade movies, so that's why I picked Blade 2.
Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth was good, but I didn't love it. You know what I mean?
I get you.
I don't know what to say.
So, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to like any of his fucking movies. So
I like the look of them.
Are they actually coming out with the new Blade?
They're supposed to be remaking
yeah,
or some shit.
I thought they were talking about possibly doing like seasons or something like that. I don't know.
Well, didn't the guy
Series.
in Deadpool say there's only ever going to be one Blade?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, because the one with Mahershala Ali's like in development hell.
I don't really want him to be honest.
Yeah,
I do, but stop. I don't. I do because I would like to see Mahershala Ali's a great actor.
He is,
but at the same time, they're going to take away what made the first few Blade movies fun, and that was the gory. You know what I mean?
It has nothing to do with talent or anything like that, or even do they even need to be remade or anything like that. It's just I'm so over it. How about some original content?
I agree with that too. Yeah.
I'm over the remakes and the redos and the reboots and the. Can we do something else?
Something new.
Anything else? Just like because it seems like the only ones that are doing that is the horror.
Why do you think we do older movies on this fucking podcast? Because if we reviewed all the new movies that are coming out, they'd be all like fucking 3s and 4s.
No, you know what we would be doing if we were doing new movies? The same thing.
Yeah.
They'd just be with different dates, newer dates.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, because the reboots.
And they wouldn't be as good.
Yeah, I agree. It's
the only ones that are doing anything original is the horror genre. At least they're fucking trying. They may not be good, but at least they're fucking trying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, everything from
at least not all of them.
Romantic comedies to your action movies to your now you just got up teen million fucking superhero movies. Most horror movies nowadays are remakes or reboots or sequels or requels.
Well, I mean, they're at least trying though. You do see some original ones coming out. You know, like Long Legs. You know, that was original. It was
Long
new.
Legs, Barbarian. Those are original.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That Cuckoo movie was original. It just was boring.
Like I said, they may not be good, but at least they're fucking trying.
Yeah, at least they're trying.
I mean, Abigail was something different.
Abigail was amazing.
Yeah, Abigail was good. Yeah. So.
Every now and then get a winner. I mean, I'm just saying, like, can we just do something different? I mean, anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep. On that note, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the movie.
Ooh. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Getting fancy, bitch.
Fancy.
All right. This week, we did The Shape of Water. See, these new bumps and everything, they got me all fucked up.
I know, like, that's why, I think that's part of the reason everybody's, like, weird. Because
it's got me fucked up, plus we didn't do What You've Been Watching.
Kind of.
We did a little bit. What I've been watching, anyway. But, we'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Maybe we could throw a game in there or something.
Well, I mean, I think that it'll be fine, time-wise.
See, the thing is that with the internet stuff, and What You've Been Watching, all that shit, we're getting over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's a long time for a podcast. So I was trying to cut it back a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Back under 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know that, like, it gets to be a lot. So.
Yeah, time-wise, I think it's fine. It's
like right now, we're getting to the movie, and it's 44 minutes. We should be at about an hour 45 when we're done.
No problem.
I think.
Sounds good.
We'll see. Go ahead, Karen.
All right, Shape of Water, another worldly story set against the backdrop of Cold War era America circa 1962, where a mute janitor working at a lab falls in love with an amphibious man being held captive there and devises a plan to help him escape. 2 hours and 3 minutes, rated R. Sally Hawkins is Eliza Esposito. Michael Shannon is Richard Strickland. Richard Jenkins is Giles. Octavia Spencer is Zelda Fuller. Doug Jones is the amphibian man. And that's about as far as I'm going to go. Really,
That's all the farther you need to go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read it, Madison.
You go, girl.
Oh, Karen thinks I can do it.
I know you can. You could have done the last
I
one.
gave you the fucking tablet. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to help.
What?
You doing the would you watch and recommend still? Or
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do it last week either. I figured I'd probably...
We didn't?
No.
What was last week's movie?
Heavyweights.
Would you guys watch and recommend Heavyweights?
I've watched it before. I'll watch it again.
Did we not?
I thought we did too. Are you sure? Huh. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'd watch and recommend.
For this movie?
No, the last week's movie.
No.
No? No, really?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No and no.
No and no?
Mm-mm.
What about you, Eric?
I'll make
Last
her
week?
watch it again.
Huh?
I'll make her watch it again.
Okay. And then you're going to watch Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation.
I've already watched it.
Again.
You're going to watch it again.
Yeah, but she's already watched Heavyweights, so.
Yeah, so.
So.
We'll have a marathon. I'll watch Heavyweights again.
So you're going to
Sit
watch
down and
movies that
Texas
you hate
Chainsaw.
so you can be mad at each other. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
I'm
you
just
guys'
saying.
logic.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he's going to make me
We'll,
watch a movie I
we'll
hate...
sit them
then-
right next to each other, and I'll make her watch that while I watch
That's
the
the
other one.
relationship of normal siblings.
Sure. All right, let's move on. Madison, would you watch and recommend The Shape of Water?
No.
Okay.
I might recommend it to people. Maybe.
Maybe.
Actually, no. Because if I did, they'd be like, a fish and a girl. What?
The best part is how she describes it coming out. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Something
It
opens and his
opens.
penis comes out? Like, it's like,
She's like, how? And she was like... Yeah.
Weird. I would watch it again, and I would, as a matter of fact, I bought this on 4K, and I would totally recommend it. Especially if you're interested in these girl fucking a fish.
I'm sure you can find that on, like, I don't know, YouPorn or something.
I don't know,
For
man.
cheap.
That's
a little
like,
weird.
it's
It's a little
very.
That's a little more of a niche crowd, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there you can find anything on the internet
Yeah, I'm sure.
Only
Yeah.
Sure, you could, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
for $0.
For $0, yeah. Scot free.
It may not look as pretty. I'm just saying.
She really wanted that smell down there.
Ugh.
All right. Karen, would you watch? Would you recommend?
Probably won't watch it again. I don't know. If people are into artsy shit, probably recommend it to them. But I probably won't watch it again.
All right. Eric, what do you think, man?
I don't know. I might watch it again.
Must be
I'd
a
recommend
men
it.
thing.
Huh?
I'd recommend it.
I honestly thought Eric was going to hate this movie the most.
Really?
It sounded like he might not hate it as much as you two.
Honestly, I
It's
didn't hate
probably-
it.
It's probably a man thing.
Maybe.
It's not that
You guys are
it.
into some freaky shit, aren't you?
No, it's not.
Honestly, it has nothing to do
Nothing
with that
to do
at all.
with sexuality
Yeah.
or nothing with that movie at
don't
all.
have to
Like
explain
honestly,
it.
that
That's fine, everybody's got their
no,
thing.
Save your
seriously,
breath.
like when it
Save
came
your
to
breath.
that kind of stuff with this movie, that was probably the least part
Yeah.
I liked about the movie.
Yeah, because
the
let's
most.
face it, she wasn't even attractive.
No, not at all.
Like, at all. So she wasn't attractive. She didn't look good naked.
Nah.
It was just, that didn't matter to me.
No.
So,
Everybody's got their kink, man. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
fine.
Save your breath.
I
save your-
want to fuck a fish.
I was gonna say save your breath, but please keep talking.
It's.
I feel like this should turn into like a therapy session.
I think most dudes want to fuck mermaids, right? Like that's a thing.
I don't
No,
think so.
really,
You
no.
know, who was it that explained it to me in the way that, like,
Well, yeah, because they got the
they got the
part on
fish
the
out. They
bottom.
got to smell like fish, right? I don't want to do that. That smells
You're not going down on her.
like
You always take a shower
everybody's
later.
like obsessed with the Little Mermaid. Like, I don't know, man. Like, do you though? Maybe as a human, but like as a fish, I'm
The Little
good.
Mermaid was like 16.
Not the point, Madison. I was a little kid. All right? I was a little kid.
I think it was the aesthetic of the movie, honestly, that really just kind
Exactly.
of kept me
Did you ever
interested.
think about the fact that she used starfish as a bra? And starfish have mouths?
Who?
Ariel.
Yeah. No, I said ooh.
Oh, I thought you said who. I'm like,
I gotta
no,
want some
Ariel.
starfish now. Where can I put this? Whoa. Sorry,
Okay.
got a little weird.
Y'all just ruined the Little
Strapless
Mermaid
bra
for me
indeed.
forever.
Strapless jaw strap. Or this is our jock strap. Yep, that
You guys
got
ready?
weird. Which, isn't it one of them, like from SpongeBob? Doesn't he have a starfish on his crotch, or is it on his face? It's on his face.
It's on his face. That's Barnacle Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on his face. It like covers
or
up part of his
Merman
face.
and Barnacle Man.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Never mind. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty light recommend, I'd say.
She was
Let's get into this movie.
She was a very horny janitor.
She was extremely horny. Like, the first thing she does is strip down naked, get in her tub, and masturbate.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Every morning, actually.
Every morning. I think it's part of her routine, yeah. To
And she
masturbate.
had to beat a fucking timer.
Which is, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
I don't know about you, but, like, most, like, I don't know about anybody else's old ladies, but, like, my wife doesn't like to do it in the shower because of the water. So I'm like, I don't see how that's pleasure. I mean, maybe.
I think
guess
for her, that's part of the point, that she had a thing for water.
Yeah, maybe.
So she was kind of like made for him.
Maybe.
I think that's the point, is that like she's not normal, like for the human world. I think that's the point for her. Like the whole point here, I think, that we're supposed to pick up on.
She was
is
made
that,
for him.
Yeah, she's made for him, and she's not really meant for the human world. Like, this is supposed to be sort of a fairy tale in a way.
My only thing about it is, I think the end bothered me a little bit. I get it's a happy ending, but we'll get there.
No, I think it's supposed to be sort of like a fairy tale in a way. I think that she's supposed to be like,
kind of like Ariel.
Her scars
like
become
the
gills.
opposite, like the backwards version of Ariel.
Right.
I think that like she's, maybe she was, we don't know her backstory. That
they never do explain how she lost her voice box. They just said that.
Yeah, they said something about like she got cut or something.
Like, it looks almost like a dog bite or an attack.
Well,
or
and then
something.
they turned into gills.
Well, didn't they say that it was like some kind of somebody kidnapped her or something?
I
something about somebody doing it to her.
I heard something like a parent or a step parent.
Yeah.
So I don't know it, and then they like turned into gills or something. So what I get from it, how I interpret it, is that through some, he's obviously magical, right? Like he has some kind of healing abilities, right?
I guess she would be kind of like the opposite of Little Mermaid, because Little Mermaid gave up her voice to go to.
Correct. So he's got healing abilities, obviously. So she dies. She outright fucking dies. So he can heal people. It's not that much of a stretch that he can't bring her back to life and essentially make her what she wants to be, which is in the water.
Right.
I don't really have a problem with the ending, to be honest.
No, I'm not saying that I haven't. My only problem is, you think that the salt water will eventually get to her skin or her hair? Did she eventually just turn into a fish?
She came back to life, man. I don't think that is really going to be an issue. I think
he'll just heal her.
He turned her scars into gills.
I don't know if I could live underwater my whole life, the rest of my life.
I don't think it's going to bother her. She obviously wanted to be in water. Like, that obviously was her thing. I mean, I think that whatever he did to her is probably just, she's good.
I think she'd take that over dying, so.
No, I think that whatever he did to her is probably, like, her skin's good. Like, whatever he did is just, she's good. She's ready.
She belongs there now?
She belongs there now.
Okay.
She probably has, like, the same kind of system he has, where he can breathe outside and he can breathe in the water, and, maybe she can't stay outside very long anymore, but that's what I think.
All right.
That's how I interpreted it.
All right.
Karen understood it better than us.
Her black friend cracked me up though.
Listen, I mean, I wasn't going to get into it before she started reading, but the one thing that I found very strange about this is, like, she's obviously the main character, right? But this story, like, the people who do the most talking in this movie and sort of, like, I don't know, forward the story through the talking is a black man or a black woman and a gay man. Mm-hmm. Both of those types of people back then in 1962 would have been, like,
shunned,
the most oppressed people in the world.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that are, like, front and center for this story. Yeah. I find that very, I don't know, compelling.
And they're two of the best characters.
Yeah, it's a very compelling way to tell this story given the time in which it's taking place.
Honestly, I think everybody in this movie, they all play great parts.
They do, they do. I just find it, I wonder if he did that on purpose, and I find it very compelling that that's how he decided to tell the story.
I would assume so, yeah.
I would assume so as well, but
But you gotta think, though, that's the way that they were in America. He's from fucking...
Sure. No, I know that. I just think it's amazing that he decided that was how he's going to tell the story. He's going to take two oppressed classes of people for that time period in which the movie is made, and that's how he decides to tell this story. Yeah.
And he shows it, too, in one of the scenes in the diner.
Yeah,
definitely. You see those elements playing out throughout the movie too. You know, like you have even Strickland. Strickland does it over and over again with women.
Oh yeah,
right. I mean, like all
even
the time.
In the bathroom scene.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all the time with the women. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, Miss.
Okay.
We took it away from you.
It's the year 1962, and a government scientific research team has discovered a bizarre amphibian man in South America, which they transport to an underground facility in Baltimore, Maryland. The federal government spearheads research concerning the phenomenon, and they want to dissect and study the specimen for purposes of human adaptation. Yeah, which they intend to use to help astronauts endure the rigors of space travel. The lead scientist at the facility is a man named Fleming, but his authority is superseded by a government agent named Richard Strickland, who is the man responsible for acquiring the amphibian man to begin with. Strickland's superior is a man named General Hoyt. Working at the facility is a mute woman named Eliza.
Mm-hmm.
Eliza Esposito. She is friends with and co-workers with a black woman named Zelda Fuller. Eliza lives with a middle-aged man named Giles.
Don't say she lived with them. They
don't live together.
Yeah, they had apartments next to each other.
Yeah. Who was a frustrated homosexual artist.
I did too. They had a great chemistry
and her best
relationship.
Friend. Another scientist
working. He turned gay because of the whole Step Brothers thing. Like he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Maybe. Step Brothers. He was in Step Brothers.
He was the dad in Step Brothers.
He was the dad in Step Brothers.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh. Another scientist working at the facility is Dr. Robert Bob.
He was also in Cabin in the Woods.
In reality, he is a Russian spy named Dmitri, who is fielding reports about the creature to his superiors. They intend to either obtain the specimen for themselves or, failing that, destroy it so the Americans cannot gain any knowledge that might give them an edge over the communists. Richard Strickland, who is a cruel and obsessive man, torments the creature regularly. The creature fights back, though, and succeeds in biting off 2 of his fingers. Eliza and Zelda are brought in to clean up the blood, and Eliza curiously leads her to discover the aquatic phenomenon and its containment canister.
And also curiously leads her to his fingers. Like, she just picks those things up like, huh. Like she's never seen fingers before. Bitch, you're holding them with fingers.
Well, she's looking at him, I think, not in that way so much as in curiosity.
Oh, I know. It's just
she's never seen a severed finger.
It's just so funny, like how she picks them up. Like, what are these?
She's looking at him like, oh, this is cool. You know what I mean? Like,
and the other lady's like, what are you doing?
Sausage links.
Yeah. And then she just drops them in the bag like nothing. And then he comments later like, there was mustard on my fingers. Like, well, I put them in my sandwich bag.
Eliza begins creating reasons to sneak into the room, housing the amphibian man. She begins teaching him sign language and feeds him eggs that she brings in from home. A strong bond begins to form between the two, and Eliza can relate to the creature, feeling that as a mute, she is too incomplete. When the order comes down that the amphibian man is to be killed and dissected, Eliza feels compelled to do something. She entreats Giles, and to a lesser extent, Zelda, to help her rescue the creature and break it out of the facility. Bob Hofstetler?
Mm-hmm.
Also has a vested interest in keeping the creature alive.
I really like Bob.
As he believes
He's a really nice guy.
As he believes it to be a scientific miracle.
Huh?
Pisses me off
I
by
know.
him.
But he was in Crystal's favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And does not want either the Americans or his Russian overseers to destroy it. Bob sets the stage to distract the facility's staff so that Eliza can extricate the creature. I don't know. She brings the Gill man to the home that she shares with Giles.
I did like when he's like, "Who do you work for?" Like they work for somebody, you know. And she's like, as soon as he finds out that they're not working for anyone, he's like,
just like starts
like
laughing.
he doesn't even ask where they're taking him, what they're doing. He's like, "Who do you work for?" And then no one. Okay, I'm gonna help you. Like he's like, okay,
He's like, "Fuck
I don't
it,
even
let's
care
do
where
it."
you're going, what you're doing with him. You're getting him out of here, and you don't work for anybody. Okay, game on.
Yeah. Well, I
Let's
mean,
fucking do it.
Yeah.
because there's just some simple people that were like, "Hey, we feel bad for the creature."
Yeah,
blah, blah,
we're
blah.
just trying
and
to
he
get
saw
him
it
out
as
of here.
like, okay, these are people who are
Yeah, you're not
concerned.
working for the Americans, the Russians, or anybody like any government. Cool, I'll help you.
Yeah.
She brings the Gill man to the home that she shares with Giles, feeds it more eggs, plays music records for him, and then has sex with it.
Bones him.
Yes, you read that correctly.
Is that what it says?
So okay, this is
Yes, you read that correctly. She boned the fish man.
Dad, she fucks the fish man.
So here's the problem. The one problem I do have with this, well, I mean not the one problem, but like, okay,
The main problem.
the main problem I have with this, she didn't know at this time how this was going to end.
She just got in
She just
the
went there
bathtub
and-
hoping that it could.
Well, no. She went in there and boned a fish dude. And
For all she knows, that little pee-pee of his might have barbs in it or something. You know
well,
what I
not
mean?
even just that. Like, we're talking about like serious connotations here. Like, what happens if she got pregnant and he like she knows she's gonna like release him someday, right? So he
Me
gets
and my
released,
friends
and
were
then she
talking
has
about
like
it.
little tadpole babies or
No,
whatever.
no,
Like, you know
me
what I'm
and-
saying? Like, there's serious.
This could turn into an actual horror movie.
guys-
Yeah, like what is she thinking?
Guys,
I guess
me
like
and my friends were talking about it earlier. Aquaman. That's how he was born.
in the best circumstances. In the best circumstances. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
Aquaman,
what
man.
you're. In the best of circumstances, you get Aquaman. In the worst of circumstances, you get
Killer
Creature from
tadpoles.
the Black Lagoon.
yeah, creature from Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Maybe this is like
She's
a
just not
prequel.
thinking. I guess is what I'm saying. That this is.
Creature for the black.
About to have my foot up his
She's
ass.
she's not a stupid person by any means. What is she thinking?
She's horny.
Yeah.
You've watched the beginning of the movie, right?
She's just flipping that bean like constantly,
Yes,
like
yeah.
every day.
Somebody ought to buy her a dildo or something.
Somebody
because,
ought to
like,
just
Jesus
ask her out
Christ.
on a date, like something.
I mean, Giles could throw her a pity fuck. You know, I mean, I know
Right,
he's gay,
yeah.
but like, close your eyes.
Right? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Pretend.
Pretend.
Maybe she could stick a finger in his ass. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they were.
It's just getting weird.
This
Yeah,
is
okay,
good.
we're gonna stop that.
It's getting weird.
And why
Strickland
is
was
it
about to
always
get all up in
Dad
that,
makes
remember?
it weird?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
you're the one that makes it
Strickland's
I'm
weird.
just
fucking
all about making
Strickland's real
everybody
weird.
happy in a situation. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm just
Weird.
saying that like that could have ended very badly for her, like in a real world sense, I guess.
I mean,
It's-
it could have ended good for horror fans.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, this is a Del Toro flick, so like it could have gone.
Either
It
way.
definitely could have taken that twist.
Could have
Yeah.
gone either way, I guess. Is what I'm
really
saying.
could have.
It would have been cool if it took that twist.
It could have.
I think the people that hated it would have liked.
I know
it a
the
lot
first
more.
time I ever watched Pan's Labyrinth, I was like, man, what a downer of an ending.
No shit.
It's a very sad ending.
All right. Eliza leaves for work, leaving Giles in charge of babysitting the creature. The fishman is startled by one of Giles' hissing cats, so he eats it. When Giles tries to keep the creature calm, he slashes him across the arm. Later, the amphibian man demonstrates the ability to heal injuries by healing Giles' arm wound.
Okay, wait. That was like my favorite part. I know that the cat got killed.
But that shit was funny.
He full on eats the dude's cat.
No, doesn't eat the cat. He eats the cat's head.
Yeah, he eats the cat's head. That cat's head, and Giles has his cat's head eaten off, so his cat dies, and then he proceeds to have like the best attitude about it.
He does too.
Like,
I'm not even.
He's
mad.
a wild creature. I understand. That's what he says.
And then he's like, "It's no one's fault." Well, I mean, you could kind of make the argument that you fell asleep, so it's kind of your fault.
Well, he
I
even
mean,
said that. He said, he's like, I fell asleep.
I know, but I mean, he just proceeds to just have this nonchalant. He even looks at the other cat and says, "You're lucky." Like, oh
Yeah.
my god!
Why did he eat this one? Why did you eat the other?
Holy shit, man! And then
Maybe
he even
he
lets
had-
him around.
Yeah.
Like, he even, like, the other cat's still full on alive, and he's like, "Yeah, you can be around the other cat."
No,
I'd be
he
like,
did
I
say-
would be
Don't
like,
play
No, he did say
Super
he's like,
paranoid,
he
yeah.
did look at her. He's like, oh no, pet the other cat.
Yeah, don't play with the kitties.
Don't play with the kitties.
yeah, I know, but like, I wouldn't be just like, "Don't pet the kitties." I'd be like, "Nah, you."
Just, I'm going to put my cats in the
I'm
other
gonna put
room.
my
if you
cats in
don't
my
mind.
bedroom, okay?
Yeah.
Or like, I'm gonna put my cats in the bathroom. Or you are a very lovely person, but I'm gonna not
Well,
let
not
you.
per creature.
Whatever the
You
fuck.
don't need friends.
Yeah, you don't need those
We saw
friends.
what you
You
did
don't
to
need
your
those kind
first
of
one.
friends.
Yeah.
We can be friends. You don't need them fluffy friends.
So the part with, I think we already got past this point, but the part where he buys his car at the dealership, the new Cadillac,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he drives it home, but I think it was not that day. Well, whenever he bangs his wife.
Oh, that was early. Very.
That was earlier on.
earlier.
That was really weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like-
Because she like just pulls her boob out and he's just like, dude, and then like they're
Okay,
on the,
but-
and then he's like, just be quiet, don't say anything.
okay, but
I was
would-
like, and that's whenever you get your first hint of like, oh, okay, so
He wants
he
to have
wants
the
the
muted.
deaf,
The
the
mute
mute
girl.
check because she can't talk.
Yeah,
So because it gives him power, I guess it gives him control.
it gives him control.
But I just want to throw out there, in that scene, you guys get the idea that it was his wife's idea to bang.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just so
Yeah, I
we're
know.
clear on that. It's going to be important for Rotten
Because it was
Tomatoes.
about that part. He was like, I think I'm going to buy myself a new car.
It's important for you guys to remember that for Rotten Tomatoes. Just
seems
just
like
remember
she's
that,
a little
okay?
fucked in the head too.
Yeah, she's a little.
She'd
strange.
have to be.
She's just a housewife back
She
then.
has no clue. She's
Yeah.
the kind of wife he wants. He wants a wife that's just going to be at home, take care of the kids, take care of the
Nonchalant.
house,
She doesn't
and
pay
she's going to have
attention.
no clue what he's up to.
Yeah.
He doesn't want a woman that thinks. He doesn't
Yeah.
want a woman that's going to pay
Uh-huh.
much attention.
Just make dinner, keep the house clean, take care of the kids, and I support you.
Mhm.
That's the kind of woman that she is. He could go out and have an affair, and she'd never know the difference.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
'Cause
And
she's
more to the
just
point,
so-
would she really even care as long as he does what he's supposed to be
Supposed to
doing
do.
for her?
yeah, as long as he's supporting her and
Mm-hmm.
taking care of her.
But yeah, remember that for Rotten Tomatoes, it'll be important.
Okay,
For Rotten Tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
Rotten Tomatoes.
not.
Just remember that when they bang, it was his wife's idea.
Okay.
Okay.
This has the bonus of even restoring some of his hair. When word gets out that the creature has disappeared from the facility, General Hoyt makes a personal appearance and very pointedly tells Strickland that failure to recapture the asset will cost him his career. Eliza waits until conditions are optimal to bring the amphibian man to the canal where he can be
Released.
Released?
Says loosed.
We'll just say
Loosed.
released.
Loosed. As in
Loosed.
released.
Released. We'll just say released.
It's a weird
Where he
way, but
can
yeah,
be-
it's
We'll just say released.
Wouldn't
It's
you
not
say-
a wrong
When you
way.
say after he was in it, she was loosed?
depends on how big he was.
into the ocean.
I bet it was pretty big.
Okay.
I don't know, fish.
Forever
Big fish
free
dick?
of
Yeah.
torment and torture.
Oh,
Fish
So-
stick, big fish stick.
Meanwhile, Bob hops.
Ba-dum-bum. No?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Here all week, people.
Meanwhile,
Big old sea worm.
Stetler.
Little sea
Hofstetler
worm, yeah. You think that's how he gets his prey in the ocean?
Yeah.
He just whips it out. And it's like, and then they come forward. And he grabs it and eats it.
Yeah.
With his dick.
Probably.
No, I mean like he uses his dick as bait.
Yeah, and then he pulls it up with his dick and eats it.
It's weird. You never know. He might.
He might.
Might be how he catches his
Could be
food.
part of the whole thing.
That's how he caught her.
Are you guys?
That's right. How she caught him. He caught her. Yeah. She's like, that's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't say that obviously because she's a mute. But
She just used her hands.
yeah, like.
That's so funny because you said that and I didn't even put two and two together until you said no. She didn't say that. And I was like, God, because she is a mute.
Stop, because this whole movie, the whole time, all I could think of from the show that I watched Once Upon a Time, Rumpelstiltskin, he slays. He's so girly pop. Okay, he's talking about this.
What did she just say?
He slays. He's so girly pop.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just know what she said.
You lost me a girly pop.
Yeah. He slays. He's so girly pop.
I got slays. I know what slays mean.
Somebody in the
He's
comments
so
section,
funny.
tell
Help
us what
us.
the fuck that means. Help us out.
Anyways,
I got slays. I know what that means. Lost me a girly pop.
He's
Yep.
so girly pop.
Gay?
No, he's just like he's goofy.
Like,
What is?
hey.
Then why don't you just say goofy?
because I said girly pop.
What does girly pop mean?
Fucking
I
say that.
said
We're too old
goofy.
for this shit.
Well, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Karen.
Karen doesn't
She's
know
older than
either.
me.
Half of it. It's better than you two. Anyways,
Karen's lost. She's like,
She's older
I got
than
it
me.
now, Goofy. Roll on.
I'm losing brain cells.
Anyways, he slays. He's so girly pop.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm there. I'm with you.
And he's constantly
I'm not.
got this
I'm not
attitude, and he killed this mute, okay, because she overheard something that he didn't want her to hear. His son goes, she wasn't gonna tell anyone. She was mute. He goes, even mutes can draw a picture.
It's true though.
It is.
I mean, they still know how to sign and stuff.
But the way he said it, he goes, even mutes can draw a picture. I love it. He's my favorite character. Leave me alone.
Calm down. Go on.
Okay. See, now I don't know where it was at, Dad. Meanwhile, Bob Hofstadter goes to a prearranged rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Now you got me saying it wrong. Rendezvous. I said rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Site
Review.
shooting
Review.
with
Rendezvous.
his handlers. The Russians realize that he is no longer working in their best interest, so they shoot him. Before they can finish
Bastards.
him off, however,
Shoot through the
Strickland
cheek.
arrives and shoots the Russians. Upon learning that Bob is a communist spy, he violently interrogates him and learns that
Stupid
Eliza
fucker.
and Zelda are responsible for the fisherman's escape. And screw him for selling them out. He was about to die anyways.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He did.
He
He
totally
did.
did.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, he
yeah,
totally
yeah.
did. So this is Crystal's favorite part. The part where he pretty much fist hooked his mouth and
Yeah.
drug him. Crystal was like, that's my favorite part. That's the only part of this movie I liked.
Why?
That's the only part she liked is that part.
That was
She
so
likes
awful.
Him getting
But
fished.
she liked
He
it
didn't
because of the
deserve
violent.
it.
She liked it because of the violent nature.
I understand that, but he didn't deserve that.
She also came in halfway through the movie, so she
Strickland's
didn't even
a
know.
dick.
She didn't know who that guy was. So,
Strickland's a dick.
but yeah, she's like, I love that part. That
He
part
deserves
was cool.
like the worst things to happen to him. He deserved that death, not him.
True, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Upon learning
And the worst thing that
Bob
happened to
is a
him was he lost his
communist
fucking
spy,
fingers.
He
His fingers were fucking gross.
Yeah,
man.
They were.
The part where he's like,
fucking
smells
rips
him
them off.
and then he like pushes something out, like pus
Yeah,
or something.
pus.
Like, "Ugh." Ah.
And then
I'm pretty
everybody's
sure
like,
he's
"Oh, I
supposed to
think
go
your
get that
fingers.
checked
I think
out,
I
right?
smell your fingers." Like, could you imagine walking around and everybody can smell your fucking fingers, dude? Go to
You
the
know-
fucking
You
hospital.
know what my rebuttal would be? Yeah, you ought to. They were in your mom's ass.
That's why they're black.
When he said that, when he said something about smelling his fingers, I was, you know what I thought of? In Scary Movie when he's like,
Yeah,
"What?
smell my fingers. Yeah, smell
My
mine.
ass.
Huh, what is that? My ass.
That's what it smells like when you become a man. What's that? My ass."
Upon learning that Bob is a communist spy, he violently interrogates him and learns that Eliza and Zelda are responsible for the fisherman's escape. Strickland goes to the canal where he finds Eliza and Giles preparing to set the creature free. He shoots the amphibian and Eliza, but the creature reacts by slashing Strickland across the throat, killing him. The creature then uses its power to heal himself as well as Eliza. When Eliza heals, she discovers that she now has gills on the side of her neck. The two lovers go into the canal to live happily ever after.
Except she gets the gills underwater.
Yeah, she gets the gills underwater, but so what is she gonna eat though? Is she just gonna eat fish the rest of her life?
I assume she's just gonna be just like him. That's how that's what I got out of it.
All she eats is eggs. There's no eggs under the sea. There's no
clams.
Chicken eggs under the sea.
Well, they can come out of the water from time to time. I'm sure Giles will help them when they want eggs or whatever.
I feel like they're not going to just remain in that canal. I'm sure they're going to swim off and be happy together somewhere.
Sure. Maybe he'll go where they're going to go.
Well, I'm saying, like, because he's from Africa.
Yeah, so maybe Giles will move to Africa. What has he got keeping him there?
They're from the Amazon.
True. Maybe.
So maybe he'll go wherever they're going to go. What's he got keeping him there? Maybe he'll meet a man in Amazon.
Maybe an Amazonian man.
Yeah.
With a big hog.
Yeah.
That he rides around, not his penis, you guys.
Why are you so weird?
Not his penis? What is wrong with you? I said a hog.
I said, why are you so weird?
His hog.
Weird.
That he rides.
Weird.
A pig.
Still weird.
That's not weird. That's cool.
A boar.
Yeah, a wild hog.
A whore?
Big hog.
Boar.
Whose mind is in the
Man.
Whose mind is in the gutter? Hers or ours?
But who do I get it from?
Who keeps bringing up, double entendres, trying to get her to think that way?
Mm-hmm.
Karen, you're supposed to be on my fucking side, man.
Busted.
All right. Did you guys talk about everything you want to talk about?
Yes.
There's not much to talk about.
Think so.
I mean, there's a lot, but there's nothing I want to talk about.
My only issue is the water. Whenever the bathroom fills with water, impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot
that
to say
weight,
about that.
The weight
Oh, fucking would have
alone-
caved.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot to
easily.
say about that. And I think that was my biggest problem the first time I watched it, too.
But that just plays more into your fantasy part, like theory thing.
True.
Yes, but no.
One towel's
Right,
going to keep
because
all
the
the
whole
water
movie
in that
doesn't
fucking
give that
room.
vibe.
No, because
Have to fill up really
but
fast
see,
to be able
okay,
to do that.
you have the fairy tale thing, but even fairy tales have their limits. So fairy tales play into like fantastical things like her coming back to life, Beauty and the Beast, right? Like, so he turns back into a prince, but they don't fill up a room with water and expect you to believe that it doesn't crash through the floor. That,
Maybe kids.
I mean, there's just I don't know how to explain it, but that's not a fairy tale leap.
Mm-hmm.
Her coming back to life and living happily ever after with her fish man, that's a fairy tale. But filling up the bathroom with water, that's not a fairy tale leap in my mind. That's not.
It's one thing that did bother me. Like,
But that and the
like
dancing
all the other
scene,
magical things that happen, okay, I can get behind
that and
but,
the
like,
dancing scene, because it's out of left field. He's over there dying, and she's fantasizing about them.
I would say
dancing
I
and-
love that scene, but only because it shows her love for old movies and dancing and like musicals from that time period. Because her and her neighbor watch those sorts of movies. They know all the dances and all that stuff. So all that. Sorry, Roger, I want to call you back. But all that stuff is going to have to. All that stuff makes sense whenever it comes to that scene. So.
Me and Crystal giggled.
Yeah, they didn't like it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was small enough and short enough that
I'm not
didn't
saying
make
it
that
doesn't
big of an
make
impact.
sense. It just doesn't make sense there. He's dying.
I think the only part. So it also shows her sort of fantasy world, her own fantasy world,
Sure.
because she's even singing in it.
Sure.
So I don't
It's
know.
out of place.
I get where you think it's out of place, obviously, because of the color palette and things like that.
No.
And the
It's out of place in the movie where they placed it. He's dying. She's looking at him and he is dying and she knows he's dying. It's a sad part. And then she's like, oh, "Let's dance." It's out of
Jazz
place.
hands.
Yeah, jazz hands. Like it's out of
a
place.
little bit, maybe.
It's out of place to me where they placed
Spirit
it in
fingers.
the yeah. It's not a happy scene, and then she wants to run off and dance in the middle of it in this like make believe world. I can understand like wanting to get away from your troubles a little bit, but like in this instance, he's dying, and you can do something about it. So maybe you should be focusing on that, not like your fantasy world. Her fantasy world could have been in another scene somewhere. Like it didn't belong there.
Right, I gotcha. Did you have anything else you want to cover?
Strickland
Good,
sucked.
Good.
The what?
Strickland sucked.
Yeah.
2, 3. I think it's.
Let's rock out this bitch.
All right, see, that makes it so easy, man. I love it.
It's a thing of beauty.
Here's a thing of beauty. Something we should have probably been doing since the beginning.
Hell, I didn't know you could go.
Yeah, I knew you could. I just never took the time to figure it out. All right. Let's start with Madison. She's probably going to give the harshest review anyway, so.
Maybe.
I actually hated this movie.
She was really tired and cranky. And
I was not.
Cranky bitch.
cranky bitch.
She's like, look, this movie. Are you tired?
Well, then her and Crystal were cracking up and making jokes about it while I'm trying to still watch it. And I'm like, you two need to shut the fuck up.
Well, we were only
trying to watch this fucking movie.
We were only an hour in.
Hey, I promised you I'd go in with an open mind, and I did.
Dude, Dad goes, there's only a half hour left. A half hour later, there was an hour left.
There was a half hour left, a half hour later.
No, there was an hour left.
There was a half hour.
No,
Shut
because
the
he
fuck
checked,
up.
and there was an hour left, and Crystal goes, a half hour ago, you said there was a half hour left. An hour. My memory precedes me.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Just continue
yes,
with
it
your
does.
review.
Don't believe him.
I'm gonna stab a bitch today.
Gotta catch me first.
Here's my review. There was only supposed to be a half an hour left, and there was an hour. Bullshit. 4.
Well, Jesus Christ, the movie felt so long. It felt like 7 million hours long.
That's just because she literally said, I'm tired.
It's a very long movie.
I said, it's not my problem. Because she decided she wanted to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine again for the 3rd time in theaters.
Ma'am.
Shut up.
He's like, I haven't even seen it once.
Fuck off.
Rub it in for the people that haven't seen it at all.
Well, the first time I went and saw it with...
Me.
Yeah, you guys.
Dick.
And then the second time I
Who
went and
was that
saw
again?
it with Ada, and Ada paid for it the second time, so I wasn't complaining.
I do remember that.
And then the third time was yesterday. I went with Taylor because she hadn't seen it yet. And I was like, I'll go watch
Did
it
Taylor
with you again.
pay for it?
No, she didn't pay for it. But it was only $6 for a ticket. And I was mainly there for the slushies.
I only go there for popcorn.
Their popcorn was alright. It was a little stale this time, so...
I usually
And I
get
don't think they put enough butter on it.
I'll go there and get the big bag of popcorn and take it home.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok where if you freeze popcorn, it tastes better.
I don't know about
After
that.
you cook it and freeze it, and just eat it that way, I heard it's really good. So
I'm going to try that.
I'm going to try it sometime because I'm like,
If you get around to it before I do, let me know.
I heard, well, apparently it makes the salt, you taste more of the salt, more of the flavor and things like
I'm
that.
not a huge fan of popcorn, so...
I love popcorn.
It gets soggy so fast, though.
Not if it's frozen. It doesn't get soggy, it's just frozen.
Whenever it melts?
That's why you put it in small bags and you only take out what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean?
It would melt by the time you're done.
Okay, downer.
What? I'm just being realistic.
Whatever, Debbie, let's go.
Call me Debbie?
Yeah.
Debbie Downer.
Debbie Downer.
I get it. I actually hated this movie. It wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
you hate everything, Debbie.
It wasn't as bad until like it got weird, and then it got weird, and I was like, oh, where is this going?
I mean,
Because I didn't know where it was going for a long time. I mean, obviously they were gonna try and get him out, and then like it got weird, so I got confused. I was like, is she gonna try and get him out, or is she like gonna?
Oh, she's going to bang him. That's cool.
You know what I kept thinking about? And it was just, it popped in my head and I couldn't get it out of there, was the scene with Jay when he was talking about, he's like, oh, there he goes, homeboy fucked an alien. All I could think of was, oh, there she
Homeboy
goes.
fucked an alien.
There she goes. Homegirl fucked a fish. Like, I'm sorry.
Pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3.5 because the music was good and I kind of like some of the coloring in it that they did, and I guess that's it really.
A 3?
1.5.
He said,
pish posh.
pish posh.
So for me, I saw this movie whenever it first came out, and I absolutely loved it. I know she fucks a fish, all right? I get it. Okay? I wasn't happy about it either. I think the only person who's happy about it is in fact her and the fish. So that being said, I'm just getting that out of the way. Let everybody know I wasn't happy about it either. Okay, it was weird. But aside from that,
dude,
in other movies, we have seen instances like this. Remember Swamp Thing? She falls in love with Swamp Thing. Remember the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Dad.
She falls in love, or he falls in love with the woman from the
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger. Yeah, see?
Dad.
We go with
Toxic Avenger was banging bitches left and right.
Yeah.
Dad.
So
Even Giles
There's hardly a
goes,
comparison,
I
though, there, I'll
understand he's a wild animal.
So
Even
is the
he
creature
says
from
that.
Black Lagoon.
because even he's like, damn, I'd like to get a piece of that wild animal.
I bet it was great
I don't
sex
think that's
then.
what he meant.
Might
Oh
have
my
been.
god.
Anyway, that
No.
That
aside,
animalistic
It's
feature.
that aside, between that and her awkward masturbating, weird.
Trying to beat her time.
Yeah. Gotta be quick.
Her egg beater. Get it? Oh, not egg beaters.
Bean beater.
Her bean beater.
Her bean
How fast
timer.
can you flip the bean?
She's trying to beat her time from yesterday.
Who's faster?
There are so many jokes in this movie that are just hidden underneath.
faster?
But
Underneath
aside
the
from
water.
all that, the movie itself is fucking
Shape of the
gorgeous.
bean.
The movie is gorgeous. I love the set pieces, the set designs, the color palette of the movie.
Yeah.
I love the old 1950s,
60s.
60s, 50s, 60s, whatever. Yeah, it is 60s.
1962.
1960s, like aesthetic, the cars, everything. Love everything about it. Even all the way down to the diner. I love the factory, foundry, whatever the fuck it is, research facility, whatever it is. That whole area is awesome. Their apartments are the best part in the movie theater. I love seeing that on screen. That looks gorgeous.
Those old TV palaces
Yeah.
or the movie palaces
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
I love that.
Yes, everything. It all looks fantastic. And
The set.
the only parts about the movie that I don't care for, like aesthetically, color wise, is during the day. The shit during the day. Anything during the day kind of takes me out of it a little bit. Like whenever Giles is going to see that guy about his painting and stuff, that takes me out of it a little bit. But aside from that, like color wise, you got the dark blues, the greens, all those like teal colors, watercolors essentially.
Very aquatic.
Exactly. And I think it looks gorgeous. And I think that the creature looks gorgeous. I think he looks like I love it whenever he lights up blue and stuff like that to like heal people and shit. He looks awesome. I think it's well acted. Everybody in this movie brings their A game, 100%. What's his face? The bad guy. What's his name?
Strickland.
Well, what's his real name? Shannon.
Oh, Shannon. Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. He's fantastic. Actually, the creator profile is actually a toss-up between him and Guillermo Del Toro.
Listen, I love Michael Shannon.
Yeah,
that
he's
man,
awesome, yeah.
it doesn't matter what he's doing, good, bad guy, he brings it
Yeah, he's
every
an awesome
fucking time.
fucking actor, and he's awesome. He's a great bad guy in this movie. I think that everybody in this movie is just amazing, and I think the movie itself is an amazing movie. It earned those awards that it got for being so good. And Guillermo Del Toro is a great fucking director. His style of directing is gorgeous, and I love it. So, like, that was the only redeeming part of Crimson Peak because I didn't care for that movie that much.
Crimson Peak for me, it was the way it looked.
That's what I'm
it was
saying.
so beautiful.
It was a
and-
gorgeous movie, but I just didn't care for the movie itself, like the story and all that.
I loved Tom in that movie. I loved the way he acted.
Yeah,
I
Tom
guess.
Hiddleston, yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't know, the story up to a certain point was amazing, and then it just kind of like
it fell off at the end.
Yeah,
it really did
falls
fall off. The end. I think
yeah.
you're right. I think that's what really killed it was the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Because the build up to that was good.
yeah.
But I think everybody in this movie does great. The music is amazing. I love the music in this movie. It sounds like just everything sounds good. I love the old 1950s movies that they watch, the old not cartoons, the old musicals and stuff that they watch. Just awesome. An all around good movie. I really don't have anything bad to say about it other than Cheap Box of Fish. Aside from that, like, I get the happy ending, the fairy tale ending, and all that stuff. It makes sense. So for me, I'm going to give this fucking movie an 8.5. So.
Okay, so for me, so this is like my second watch, and as I said, the first time I didn't care for it, and I think, as I said, the first time that I watched it, I think it was the over the top scenes that really like irked me about it, because otherwise the movie
I want to
is...
stop you for a second. There is one thing that I noticed about watching it this time. This is a movie that you have to be in the mood for. 100%. This is not a movie you can just jump into because buddies are watching it, or somebody says, "Hey, let's watch this movie." If your buddies are watching, then
I'm scared.
If you're not in the mood for this type of movie, you're not going to be into it. That's what I think, anyway. So that's.
I don't know. It's just well, to me, it was like the movie is otherwise so well grounded in what it is that those two scenes in particular just don't like they stick out. So, like, you know, that dancing scene, especially where it's placed.
I get what you're saying about that.
It's like, what? Like, it doesn't belong there. Mm-hmm. And then the bathtub or the bathroom being filled with water, bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Like, no.
Especially above a movie theater.
Like, okay, you can start.
Where there's, like, no structure.
Okay, and especially, like, when she starts, okay, here's a towel, and let me just stuff it under the door. That'll work. No. No. Let's just bring that back.
I will agree with that. Like, there's no way.
That's not going to happen.
Especially as quickly as it filled up.
Yeah, and it's those two scenes in particular that I think.
You know how long it takes me to fill up my pool out back? Like hours.
Yes, so like it's those two scenes in particular. I think the first time that I watched this, that I was like, because otherwise it's such a well-grounded movie in what it's trying to do. I love, like you said, the aesthetic of it. I love that in any movie, though. I love that 1960s, like, atomic era look, that nuclear era look. I love it.
Very industrial, almost steamy.
I just love it.
I
love it.
Well, sort of steampunk.
And I loved, because you don't see it in very many movies that are built into this era, but when they're in the cafeteria scenes, right? And you see, like, where they have the ready-made meals, and they just go up to, like, the window and pull it out. Yeah. Like, I remember seeing those in other movies and thinking, like, what is that? You know, you look it up, and that was actually a thing back then. Like, and I just always found that fascinating that, like, they'd have these ready-made meals in windows, and you just go up and pull it out. And those were in restaurants, too. Like, they'd have restaurants that were made like that. I just always found that so fascinating.
Why don't they do that anymore?
I don't know.
Because people are too fucking picky nowadays.
Well, and I think there's also, you know, nowadays we have so many restrictions on how food is served and how it has to be, you know, it's just a different world. But I always found that kind of fascinating too. And they showed it in this movie. Let's see.
Wheel of Death.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
You mentioned the creature, how that he was designed, and I agree. He looks great. But does he have to be so ripped? I just like he's one fucking ripped.
He is ripped.
But there again, I guess
all he does is swim.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's very true.
Look at all these swimmers that don't swim as much as him. You know what I mean? They got abs.
Yeah, I guess that's very true. And as far as like the fish fucking, so yeah, it's kind of outlandish and all that stuff. But let's be realistic. It's a love story, and if these were two humans, would we bat an eye? No, we wouldn't. And that's what this is. It's a love story. So,
but it's a fish.
He's
you're
half
right.
Fish, half man.
You're right.
What we didn't see was the man part of him. She saw it.
I'm just saying that, like, I'm just gonna put out there, like, I don't really care. I don't really care about the fish fucking, if I'm being honest. I didn't care about the first time. Didn't bother me. That was not the part that got me hung up. I think that if we can't set that aside and look at the bigger picture and the things that I think that he was trying to say in this movie, shame on us.
See, that's why I was getting frustrated with you and Crystal last night, because you were so irritated. Or you guys were making fun of the movie so much, but you're not looking at the movie for what he's trying to say and how artistically beautiful the movie is. Like, that's what I was looking at it for.
I can't get over the fact that she had sex with a fish.
Okay, that's exactly what Karen was just saying.
I can't.
And that's fine. I mean, you're 17.
Apparently so is Crystal mentally.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty immature too, but I mean, I can look, you know, I look past, and I can laugh about it too, though. I can laugh about it.
Yeah,
I can sit here and be like, you know,
but you can sit down and watch
the fish.
Yeah, but you can sit down and watch the movie in a serious
But I can
nature.
also look at it, and I can look at this movie, and I can go, wow, he has a black woman and a gay man telling this story. And that is huge. For a 1960s era movie,
It's very progressive.
you've got two oppressed classes of people telling the story in a 1960s era movie. That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, homegirl fucked a fish, but that's huge. I'm just saying. So you know, you can look at it from those two perspectives.
I don't want to hear shit from anybody. All you fucking furries out there and shit, kiss my ass.
So anyway, this is coming from somebody who, the first time I watched this, I would have given it probably a 4. I'm going to come around and I'm going to say now, I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Damn, bringing it up there. All right.
I'm imagining like those Not Another Teen movies and stuff. I'm imagining like girls walking down the street and then you just see like somebody driving by throwing a cupcake at her. And you see the cupcake hitting her in the head and you hear fish fucker and driving away.
And she can't do nothing but sign at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
All right, Eric, what did you think of The Shape of Water? The Shape of Water.
All right, so honestly, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, other than the kind of the weird, weird aspects of the movie, but the aesthetic of the movie, homegirl fucked the fish. But
for the person that said we should all be mature enough to let it go, and I'm over keep bringing it up.
Homegirl fucked the fish.
Is what it is.
What'd she do?
Homegirl fucked the fish.
Homegirl fucked the fish, dude.
Fish fucker. But anyways, past that part, the movie.
I do have. Hold on, I got one question though. So you remember the part on the bus after they boned, like right after they boned, and she was doing the thing with the water. Did she get magic water powers after she boned him?
I assume because of his, the blue thing that he can do.
Maybe. That's what I was wondering. Like, is that like
his jizz probably left some remnants?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So she's got like magic jizz power, magic
I think
fish
that was
jizz.
from the bus.
For like a,
But yeah. Well, yeah. But then she was like controlling
but
it
she was
against
like
the wind.
she was like water bending.
Yeah. Yeah.
She became an avatar.
Yeah. She did too.
Yeah, she was like moving the water droplets with her finger. You didn't see that?
Yep.
I mean, I saw it. I just didn't think much about it.
It was cum power.
She'd be like the next avatar. Next thing, I'm gonna go fuck a campfire. Get his magic powers.
Hey, they say lizards are like tiny dragons.
Okay.
Very good.
No?
Homegirl fucked a fish. That's all I'm saying.
Next is a lizard.
Go on, Eric.
All right, Eric.
Fucking riding a damn kindling stick. Anyways, the aesthetic of the movie, the colors, everything pretty much what Joseph said. The only thing that really kind of I didn't really enjoy was like what Karen said about the dance part where he's dying. How you said it was not where it needed to be. I didn't enjoy that. What else? There was something else.
Do you like the bathroom scene?
I mean,
which one?
That obviously, that obviously.
I'm pretty sure they fucked them that
the very
one scene.
beginning, the middle.
I think they fucked with that scene too.
This was a fantasy movie, so I mean, obviously, there's gonna be non-realistic pieces in this movie anyway. So I mean,
that
that's
would fit though. There's fantasy, and then there's just no.
Right. Yeah.
But
they could have left the fish fucking part out. I mean, I get it. Shows how they love each other, but like, I mean, it's not like they show it though either.
No.
But it's insinuated. Very insinuated.
How do you know that they fuck? You know what I mean? Like they could have just held each other
naked.
No, because they in the part right after that with her friend at work,
she's all smiling.
You're telling me that you have to fuck to see a penis? You don't have to fuck to see a penis. You could just go to like
so she just
third
gave him
base.
blue balls.
You could just go to third base.
She just gave him blue balls.
Maybe she sucked him off.
She literally insinuated. She's like,
I'm
she's
just
like,
saying.
she said you
or maybe
guys.
she just gave him a hand job.
She's like, you did it, and she's like,
maybe she doesn't know what that means.
But then her friend was like okay with it. You think her friend would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a fish man."
Well, okay,
you
but
fish
it
fucker.
doesn't seem like the mute girl's got a lot of dates, so Maybe her friend was kind of like, well, I mean,
You know, if that's the best you can do, you know.
I
They do
mean-
say he might be a god. I mean, was he a god? Like,
Maybe he is.
I mean, if he's a god, I mean, probably got a great dental plan.
you think
He
he's
should
got
go for
like
it.
he's like down in like fucking Bikini Bottom or like Atlanta?
Hey, you
like
remember,
you know what I mean?
remember
Like,
what King Triton's pad looked like? I
you
mean,
think
I'm
he's
sure
like
he's
risen?
got-
You think he's down there risen up mermaids and
Oh,
shit?
yeah.
Like, what
See?
up, girl?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Or like, oh,
You say
however they
risen.
fucking talk. I don't know.
You say risen up.
Yeah, risen up
Oh my
mermaids
God.
and shit. I don't know.
You said riz. Okay. Okay. then.
Anyways.
Mhm.
What? I'm just trying to sound like our 17-year-old friend over
I
here.
don't say Rose.
All right.
Starting to sound like my 15-year-old son.
Is that what he says, Riz?
He's one
Yeah.
of them
I'm
kids.
rizzing up that girl, dog.
I don't even know if that if risen means that. I have no idea.
Riz means
charisma.
like you were like
See,
Short
you
for
guys
charisma.
know more than I do.
it pretty much means you were like talking to a girl and like you were rizzing her up like you were
Chatting her up.
and shit like
Charisma.
hey, what's up, girl?
You got the
Yeah.
moves. That's what
Shut
that
up,
means.
this is
Rizzing
not
her
it.
up
Cool.
means hitting on her.
How good is your game?
Yeah. Can
Apparently
you riz?
They got
We're cool. We're hip. We're with it.
Yeah.
Girly pop?
Yeah, that means goofy.
That means goofy, essentially.
See?
these kids. I swear to God. Anyways,
What do you think
I'm
of
too
the
I'm
fucking-
too old
What
school.
do you think
on
of the
this shit.
fucking movie, man?
I'm gonna just come out and say it. I've given it an 8.
See, not that bad.
All right, so that is a 6.875. So 6.9 would have been a little higher, but I guess,
Somebody over here wasn't such a dick.
I
She's against
Whoa.
fish fucking, I guess.
Fish fuckers.
I'm
Where's
not
that
gonna- I'm not gonna
cupcake?
tell you tried it, Karen.
didn't say I was
Eric.
against it.
Eric, where's the cupcake? I want it.
You want the cupcake?
Someone needs to hand it here. I got someone to throw it at.
What are you doing?
I gotta stretch, man. I
You
got cramp in my
old?
fucking shoulder.
Old.
I know.
All right, give
You
us
got
some
the
of that
old-
fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well, are
Oh,
guys
you gonna let
give
him
your
see it?
guesses? No.
No, I can't
It's
see
this
shit.
way.
I'm gonna say
69.
69.
Oh no,
Critics
for
is way
critics
higher
are
than
way
that.
higher
It's like
than
in
that.
the 90s, I bet.
I guarantee it's probably
92.
Fuck you,
I'm staying.
I said it before. You suck at it.
son of a bitch. 96.
But that's a good guess.
69.
92.
Fuck
For real?
you, son of a bitch.
All right, for the people.
People
69.
87.
That is lower. Damn, that's a good
69.
guess. 69, really?
69.
Is that what you think they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how they
Just
had.
foreplay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
What'd
sharp.
you say,
barbs.
87?
That's probably why she's got the fucking scars.
I'm gonna say 90.
90.
Oh.
She's got it. 73.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh wow. Okay.
The audience still like it.
The Shape of Water finds Guillermo Del Toro at his visually distinctive best and matched by an emotionally absorbing story brought to life by a stellar Sally Hawkins performance.
She does do a good job.
So we're just gonna jump off the deep end.
Go for it.
Moby
Fish
Dick.
fuckers. Figuratively or literally?
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Moby
Fish-
Dick.
Fish
Moby Dick. Yeah,
They
I
just
like
said
it.
that 3 times.
I like it.
Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Moby Dick.
And of course, everybody is attacking this from the perspective that you're going to think that they're going to attack it.
Fish fucker.
Fish fucking. Yeah.
If you love bestiality, you'll love this movie. I know that some might not agree, but that's literally what the entire premise of this movie is. And it's not even that creative if a movie. I think they mean of, but if a movie.
No, you're not very well of a good writer.
Well, of a good.
Well of good. Well of good.
You go to
That's a new one.
later school for kids who can't read good but want to learn to read good.
What about people who want to learn to talk good?
I award you
He's got
no
another school. It's
points,
a sister school for that
and may
stuff.
God have mercy on your soul.
I wish I could get the time back that I second watching this absolute piece of garbage movie.
What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even guess what that was supposed to mean. I wish I could get the time back that I second watching this absolute piece of garbage movie.
That I lost.
He might have.
You make my brain hurt.
That I spent.
Spent.
Yeah. It
Yep,
says
spent.
second, but maybe it was spent. Probably the worst best picture winner of all time. Silly love story dressed in a fantasy world. Sigh.
Disagree.
Okay, this is the one where I told you guys you need to remember that it was his wife's idea.
Okay, wife's idea.
This was a very poor attempt at Beauty and the Beast. The poor pitiful woman without a voice and the ugly beast without a voice until she teaches it sign language. The hugely ugly white male as the protagonist is far too over the top to even be called propaganda.
Wait, hold on. The white male was the protagonist?
The ugly white male as the protagonist is far too over the top to even be called propaganda. I'm just reading it.
Okay,
Do they know the difference between
so he's
It doesn't sound like it.
Strickland is supposed to be Gaston, is what I'm getting from.
I guess, but he's not a protagonist, he's the antagonist.
Mhm. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm getting
The sex scenes shown have the white male basically raping his wife.
What the fuck?
Okay.
While he fantasizes about raping a mute woman, while the sex scenes with the mute woman mating with an animal are nauseating.
That sounds like you're projecting a little bit.
They're projecting quite a bit.
I saw no rape between him and his wife.
No rape. No.
There wasn't. She was.
She whipped her tit out, said, "Here, grab this motherfucker."
Uh-huh. And
she even was like, "Hey, go upstairs."
Said, after you're done eating, come upstairs.
Yeah. So she was all about wanting to.
Yeah,
get
it was
laid.
totally her
What
idea.
she said was
so
like, "Hey, you need to stop talking. Let's do this."
Yeah, he was the only one that did. Okay, so we're all clear on that.
Yeah.
To attempt to make us believe that sex with an animal is better than sex with a white male is just sick making.
Okay, you're a racist.
And that's I'm sorry, but like that was a very like.
I never got that.
That was kind of a racist comment.
I didn't realize that was the message I was supposed to be getting because I didn't get that message. The only message I got was homegirl fucked the fish.
Homegirl fucked the fish.
Like I never
Fell
got
in love
that.
with the fish.
I never got that I was supposed to be turned on by a fish. I
Flounder
was totally not.
Flounder don't do it for you.
Not.
No. All right.
The majority of sympathy-seeking males is limited to Russian agents, except they weren't, while Americans are portrayed as asses. This movie is a loser if you want something that doesn't make you want to vomit.
That is true, though. All the Americans were portrayed as asses.
Yeah, but the Russians weren't portrayed as, like,
That's true.
sympathy. The only one was Dmitri.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You have sympathy in all countries. I mean,
but in this movie, most of the Americans were jerks.
Well, yeah.
But that's the only propaganda. If you're going for propaganda,
In,
but there wasn't
in the 1960s, this is exactly how America was. They were looking for ways to beat the Russians and blah, blah, blah.
And Russians were looking for ways to beat the Americans.
So I'm sure that Russia was doing the same shit, if not worse than we were back in the 60s.
And let's be real here. I mean, they had good reason, for wanting to make sure that, we were taking care of America first. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're not going there.
Yeah.
I'm not playing into her fantasies here. It tries to make bestiality normal and make normal sex between a man and a woman rape. Jesus.
That's
the
not...
only black woman in the movie is weak and only following the lead of an even weaker disabled white woman. Why does this disabled white woman have to be the only one to see the uniqueness in the creation they have found? A total waste of time. Don't be fooled by positive
And why
posts.
the fuck did the black woman stand up to her husband and tell him to shut the fuck up?
The black woman, the black woman was like one of the strongest people
certainly
in the fucking movie.
She was also one of the smartest. She's like, you probably shouldn't do that. Like,
this movie sucks.
And she also didn't fucking fish.
Yeah,
just saying.
This movie sucks. I had to give it 3 tries to make it through to an almost end. Don't waste your time.
Okay.
So she didn't even watch it?
Almost end.
Oh my god, she didn't even watch the whole thing.
I couldn't believe, I read this and I was like, oh, so she's crazy.
Yeah, totally.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She's a little fuck.
Probably some old lady.
Wait.
I bet.
Yeah, it was a woman. Sherry M.
Probably some old Sherry. That's definitely an old lady name.
Weird.
She's probably like that mute lady and going in the bathroom and flipping her bean to a fucking an egg timer.
Timing herself.
Yeah, timing herself. I beat it.
Weird movie about bestiality. Guillermo Del Toro is a weirdo.
It might be.
Might be. Never know. Don't know what he does in his spare time.
Yep.
This one I had a note on it that says has a point, but I don't remember why. So we'll read it and find out.
Okay.
This one had 2 stars. I don't get it. I would certainly call myself a Guillermo Del Toro fan. I find his style very unique and interesting. Yet his film that won Best Picture and gave himself an Oscar is so weird. The film is a love story, and in a typical love story, we as the audience are supposed to fall for the protagonist couple's love and root for them. Our matches are introduced, but there is no build up to their falling in love. Sally Hawkins gives Fishman an egg, and we watch a little montage of her introducing him to vinyls, and then suddenly they're Romeo and Juliet. If their love's blooming had been given a little more time and definition in the film, it would have proved 1,000 times more compelling. Also, nearly the whole cast received Oscar nominations for playing very mundane... This was the part I agreed with. Also, nearly the whole cast received Oscar nominations for playing very mundane roles, except the one guy who truly blew me away. Michael Shannon is perfect, terrifying and amusing in his role as the villain, and received no nomination.
I agree.
Yeah.
The sets and coloring is absolutely phenomenal, I will admit. It deserved a win for its production design without a doubt, but still, I don't get it. Yeah, the point I agreed with was that Michael Shannon deserved...
He definitely
did.
Like, I don't know if they...
I'm not saying anybody else didn't.
Do they have a category for villain or whatever?
God,
in
they
a movie?
should. And he definitely should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was a great villain. Like, and he's an original villain. He's not just somebody that, like, who's been hashed out time and time, like Chucky and all these other, like, sort of villains. He's someone who's like, you're a villain for this movie, and that's it.
He seems like one of those guys that was, sort of like a bully who kind of got, like, his
Power.
ego played into a little too much, and at a certain point...
Just got too much.
Yeah. This cracked me up. So this is 3 stars. I like this movie, but it's very scary.
Okay.
That was Wong H.
Wong H.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This one cracked me up too. 1.5 stars. This was the first and only time I've ever cried from being so uncomfortable. I was extremely disturbed the entire film. Carolyn W. Cannot believe this got Best Picture. Truly awful, not even satisfying on a fantasy level. Supporting characters were predictably two-dimensional. Interesting that the creature had ripped abs. Don't think the heroine would have been attracted to him if he looked more like a manatee. Cartoon-like in its emotions, sensizable, and a parable about prejudice. I'm a little tired of parables about prejudice. We got the message. Try to be a little more original. I didn't get the message. What was the parable about prejudice? Because they were prejudiced back then, so I'm curious about what the parable was.
Fish. That's it.
I mean, they were prejudiced back then, so what was the parable?
Yeah, this wasn't a movie that was supposed to be sending you like a certain signal or anything. It's just it's a love story between a woman and a fish.
I know girls that love manatees that think they're cute. So I mean,
she might have, yeah. So this is the last one.
I think red pandas are cute, but I wouldn't fuck one.
Right? No shit.
So. And they're mammals even, so.
Yeah. 1/2 star. Oof. This is a terrible film trying to be a clever social commentary and trying to be E.T. for the grown-ups, but failing. So is it a social commentary or E.T.? Utterly humorless. Well, I didn't think it was supposed to be humor either.
But there was some humor in the movie. I mean, come on, she fucked a fish.
But I mean, they're talking about, okay, let's talk about this here. Okay, trying to be a clever social commentary. And then it's trying to be E.T. And then it's utterly humorless. So it's 3 different things, I guess.
I guess you found it not entertaining is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's beautiful but gory and torture and excessively violent, and I didn't care about any of the characters or their motivations, and it was boring and long. That's 2 hours of my life wasted.
Okay.
Well, they'll never get it back either. How long did it take you to type up that review? Because we're never going to get that back either.
Boom.
Okay, man.
That it? Okay, let's move on. Oh, shit, what'd I do?
What'd you do?
Oh, I'm good. No.
Sweet Ass Trivia with Karen.
It's still there. I hope anyway.
There's not much. The director said about Sally Hawkins, not only was she the first choice, she was the only choice. I wrote the movie for Sally, and I wrote the movie for Michael Shannon. Sally is, I wanted the character of Eliza to be beautiful in her own way, not in the way that is like a perfume commercial kind of way.
I agree. That
you could believe that this character, this woman, would be sitting next to you on the bus, but at the same time, she would have a luminosity, a beauty almost magical and ethereal. I cannot freaking talk. I don't know. how to say that word. The Genesis.
I think that she is a great character in the sense that she has a great luminescence about herself. Like she radiates happiness and joy, and she doesn't let things get to her. And she's pretty much just kind of like floating through life because she's just happy with everything. She doesn't care about like the way her apartment looks or how hard her job is. She just kind of floats through it without a care. You know what I mean? And that's I've always thought that's one of my favorite things about her character is that she just kind of floats through life and doesn't have to doesn't worry about what people think of her or anything like that. And it's a very, very good mindset to have. And I appreciate that about her character.
Yeah. So. I think that he hit on something that, like she seems genuine.
Yeah.
She has this genuine personality to her, and
because she doesn't care.
Her. Well, yeah. and she looks genuine, like he said, she looks like somebody you could see
exactly.
in real
life.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like she doesn't look like Amber Turd or you know what I mean, or Jennifer Lawrence. The next big bombshell. She just looks like somebody who could be your neighbor, or you see driving down the street dropping her kids off at school or whatever. She just looks like you're a very homely, ordinary woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
The genesis of the idea for this film began, as Del Toro explained in an interview, with reruns of the classic 1954 monster movie The Creature from the Black Lagoon. I thought it would be great if the creature and Julie Adams would end up living together. I was 6, I didn't know better, but I'm 53 and I still don't know better because I made this movie. One day after completing her demanding underwater scenes for this movie, Sally Hawkins flew to London to begin production on Paddington 2, only to find out that she would have to shoot underwater scenes for that film on the first day. Del Toro first met Sally Hawkins at the 2014 Golden Globes and pitched the film to her while intoxicated. He says, "I was drunk, and it's not a movie that makes you sound less drunk." After seeing the trailer, Kevin Smith tweeted, "Seeing something as beautiful as this makes me feel stupid for ever calling myself a director." Doug Jones spent 3 hours every day getting into the costume. According to him, it was nothing compared to previous costumes he has worn in other films by Del Toro. Octavia Spencer said she would have walked the earth to work with Del Toro. She was so taken with the set and the many props that she asked him how many she would be allowed to keep.
She's such a good actress.
She really is. When she was offered the lead role in this film, Sally Hawkins herself was working on a script for a short film about a woman who turns into a fish. The scene in which Michael Shannon, who washes his hands before peeing, is a tribute to a scene of the movie Torrent, The Dumb Arm of the Law. Starring and directed by Guillermo Del Toro's good friend Santiago Segura. Segura joked in an interview about Del Toro not even putting his name in the thanks credit, depriving him to have his name in a movie winner of an Oscar to a Best Picture. According to Seth Rogen on the Van Helsing episode of How Did This Get Made podcast, he drunkenly told Del Toro at a party if the Amphibian Man had shown his penis, it would have been the best movie of the year, and Del Toro disagreed. While filming the scene where Michael Shannon drives to confront Sally Hawkins' character upon discovering she helped the creature escape, Shannon drove his car and stopped outside of the theater, but he forgot to put the car in park. This resulted in the car rolling down the street, and it collided with a decorative pole as well as the telephone pole, damaging the poles and Shannon's vehicle. The production team decided that take was so well done that they kept it in the film. And that's it.
Okay. All right.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
What's in your head?
What's in your box?
Ugh.
So, all right. So before we get to it, next week starts our spooky season movies with everybody's. Sorry, I thought I hit something. Everybody's going to be picking a movie this month. We're going to start with Eric for the Halloween month and all that good stuff. So 4 horror movies. We aren't sure what we're going to do for the 5th week yet. So we'll get there eventually. But first, we're going to start with Eric, and next week will be Madison. We're going to go from there. So Eric, what movie are we watching?
Well, today is actually the 20th anniversary of the release date for the U.S. release date for it. It actually released in March 29th of 2004 in Britain. So we were going to watch Shaun of the Dead.
Oh. All right. Shaun of the Dead it is.
Never seen it.
We haven't done that one yet? you sure?
That movie?
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
I've
Dead.
seen that movie before.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's
I would
amazing
hope so.
movie.
It's fucking awesome.
It's a fucking classic. It's a good choice, actually. It's a
Yeah.
very good choice.
I was trying to find something that was kind of horror but comedy, and I was like, man, Shaun of the Dead would be perfect. And I was like, well, if that one was done, I was
I
like,
remember
Hot
when
Fuzz.
that movie came out, actually, because I bought it on DVD. It was like I was really excited for it, but I was like, this movie's probably gonna suck because you know how movies are.
Yeah.
So I'm like back then I was like, it's another zombie movie. It's gonna be coming over from another country. I'm probably not gonna like it. And I watched it. I was like, this is one of the best fucking zombie movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So hands down,
It was either going to be this or Hot Fuzz.
that's another good one.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz isn't a horror movie though.
Yeah, it is. It's a thriller.
Eh,
It's a comedy thriller.
It's actually a loose interpretation of The Wicker Man, the original.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it can be classified.
Sure.
It's on Peacock. It
Yeah.
could be classified as a horror film.
Yeah.
Well, Shaun of the Dead is a horror comedy,
Yes.
and it's a very fucking good one. So next week we are. Hold on. Don't forget to check out all our socials down there and stuff, and come find us on all that good shit. The description, it's all in the description, all that good stuff. Next week we're doing Shaun of the Dead, and this should be interesting. Madison's, we've all seen it before, right? We've all seen it, so we all know what we're getting ourselves into. But till then,
See ya.
Bye.